Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we are trying a Weight Watcher recipe. We're gonna try to make spaghetti squash into hash browns. So I'm gonna take my leftover spaghetti squash, I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, and an egg. I had this squash in my fridge for a few days and it was about to be thrown out. So I was searching on Pinterest for something to do with it when I found this recipe. And of course, I will put this in the description for you guys just in case you would like to try it out. I may have added a little too much garlic powder. I don't know. I didn't measure it, but they were pretty garlicky. And then once I've got all that in there, I'm just going to stir it up. Now, the original recipe said to drain your squash, but mine had been in the fridge for days, so I thought it would be fine. But I think it was still a little too moist. But I have my skillet on high, and I sprayed a little bit of Pam in there just so it wouldn't stick. And then I was ready to put some in the pan. So I got a decent amount in the pan, and then I tried to flatten it out to make it more hash brown-ish, if that's a thing. The point of this is basically to just burn the spaghetti squash. Everything except the egg is already cooked, so you're just trying to burn it so that it's a little bit crispy. So that is what I'm trying to do here. Looking back, I wish I would have maybe made less of this because I could have eaten my spaghetti squash just as spaghetti like I normally do, but I put all my eggs in one basket. I made this spaghetti squash hash brown mixture, and so then I couldn't really use it for anything else. But I've got these in the pan, and they started, smoking up immediately, sizzling, burning, and I honestly thought that this was gonna be really good. So then I went ahead and flipped them over. So I flipped them over, and they were not as crunchy as I wanted them to be. And that's when I realized that I probably should have drained the squash, because I'm guessing they're supposed to be crunchier. The recipe didn't have a ton of pictures or like an actual review of how it tasted or anything. But basically, I just kept flipping these until I thought they were burnt enough to actually be crunchy. After flipping them a few times, it was time to give it a try, and guys, just ignore my face. This was a Sunday. I have no makeup on, and so it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. It just needed to be crispier. If I could have made it more crunchy, I would have really loved it. And then I tried some with cheese. That's what the recipe suggested, and it was pretty good, so I decided I could at least eat it for that morning. So I had a little piece with some Velveeta cheese, and then I put a little bit of sugar-free ketchup on the other one, and I made one for my husband to try. Now, I do want you guys to know that my husband doesn't do spaghetti squash in the first place. He doesn't like it at all. I love spaghetti squash, and I think that this recipe would work out had I been able to get it crunchier. Oh my. What?
No, tastes like burnt spaghetti squash.
Is it crispy?
What do you think?
So there's the final verdict. I do have to be honest, this was kind of a fail, but I would encourage you guys to try it through the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.